Mazouga is a small village in southeastern Morocco, about 35 kilometers southeast of Rissani, 55 kilometers from Erfoud, and about 50 kilometers from the Algerian border. Mazouga was uninhabited and later became a transit point for merchants heading for Timbuktu. It later became a pilgrimage to the nomads of the Ait Atta tribes and those who settled and worked to invest their money until it became a tourist destination in the present day. The village is today well known on account of its proximity to chebbi, a place because of which many tourists visit Morocco. For this, Mazouga has been described as a desert theme park and of course the chebbi as a wonderland of sand. Chebbi is only one of Morocco's several arcs which refer to large seas of dunes formed by wind-blown sand with other several arcs in existence. Technically, all these arcs are within an area of semi-arid pre-Saharan steppes and not part of the Sahara Desert, which lies some distance to the south. In some places, the dunes of chebbi rise up to 150 meters from the surrounding rocky desert, and altogether it spans an area of 28 kilometers from north to south and up to 5 to 7 kilometers from east to west, lining the Algerian border. Chebbi, which is sometimes referred to as Dunes of Mazouga, is a place of great importance for both local Moroccans and tourists alike. For instance, it is often used for films because of its stunning expanse of iconic fire-orange sand dunes. To reach chebbi from Marrakesh, one has to drive for 2 days through mountains and desert before switching to a camel for the final stretch. Tourists who visit chebbi can engage in a number of activities depending on the number of days they choose to stay. One of such activities is camel trekking. This provides an opportunity for tourists to sail in the sand dunes of chebbi, the highest and the most impressive dune in the country, where they can spend a night or more camping under stars in the middle of the Sahara, thus providing a valuable opportunity to experience the camel ride, watch the sunset, and camp in the Sahara Desert at a well-equipped desert camp. The tourist can also opt for a desert safari by four-wheel drive with a lot of speed, where one races through the dunes and watches a beautiful sunset. This is also possible with an overnight stay in a luxury desert camp. While at the sand dunes, the tourists can also engage in sandboarding in the desert. This involves sliding off the naturally formed sand dunes, and of course you will be in the best position to tell what the experience is like. One very striking activity, the very importance of which is well known by the locals and which tourists today also engage in, is the sand bath, which is also referred to as sand therapy or curative burying. The sand bath is an ancestral practice which has been proved to have many virtues, among which are that it would be effective against rheumatism, arthritis, back pain, and some skin diseases. This indeed is considered an alternative medicine for the ailments earlier referred to. However, this treatment or game for some cannot be made at any hour of the day, and a prior visit to a Mazouga's doctor is required because the sand bath cannot be practiced in while suffering from certain health challenges, which include certain heart conditions or forms of asthma and diabetes. The most suitable sand bath period is between June and September because it is very hot and the sand is naturally at an ideal temperature of 45 degrees Celsius. Then it is only necessary to dig a hole in the sand and lie down. You are then completely buried except the head, of course. The treatment lasts for about 10 minutes maximum, and you are under constant medical supervision because The risk of sunstroke may be high, but the hostel staff ensures a permanent hydration. The beneficial effect of this sand therapy comes from heat and weight of the sand, which increase blood pressure and cause soothing warmth without causing burns. Again, toxins are eliminated like the effect of the sauna and all superfluous fats. When leaving the bath, in order not to cool down too quickly, you are covered with a heated blanket, just as massages and other treatments can improve the care, also called arenotherapy. Every summer, Mazuga experiences a large influx of tourists coming to seek care and solutions they could not always find through other traditional means. So, why not join the folks and experience these various activities in addition to watching the sand dunes at one of the best places to visit in Morocco, yet a famous tourist site in North Africa?